Alright, game 4 here, and right, your only village, well, not your only village, but your champion as your village source of plus actions is also nobles, right? And given a choice, you want the champion. Right, of course, you do want the champion. So, especially because there's Wharf on the board, you want to draw a lot of cards, and there's Monument for payload. There's also just plain old money. You could get that from a hero, just gaining goals and playing Wolves. That's quite strong. So, how do you build it, right? Well, you want to get to champion as soon as possible. Getting to champion here is fast is critical. So you open with the page, I believe, and well, thinning helps, right? So masquerade. I guess that's how you open, right? Page and masquerade. My opponent goes for the masquerade alongside me here, but instead of getting the page, they go for the potion, which is fine too. I could see that, right? You will get nice early draw with the Alchemist, whereas the draw from War, for example, is dead draw, and you could draw into your Traveler's Dead or your Masquerade Dead, which is not ideal at all. So what I am hoping to do here is make use of Expedition actually, um, so that I don't play my Masquerade and have my Traveler dead. So I'm going to try to pay attention to the deck and buy Expedition at a point in time where I feel like I could get both the Traveler and the Masquerade in hand. At this early stage, of course, right? The Page and Treasure Hunt have plus action, and then Warrior, Hero, they don't have. So that was my plan. I do pick up the guide over the expedition at that point because I didn't feel it. One, I didn't feel it was the right time to buy the expedition, and two, the guide can help to turn over these what are these things called? Page upgrades. It can help in doing that. So I do pick up the expedition there after I draw my treasure hunter dead, and luckily I'm able to see it on the expedition hand and convert it into a um, warrior. I do buy a wharf here on 5, and now it does mean I have 3 terminals in my deck, but hopefully that situation will get alleviated very soon. Like, I really hope that I don't draw the thing dead here, the warrior dead, but you know what, I did do it. I did consider actually calling the guy dead just to go look for the warrior solely for the purpose of converting it. Maybe that was better, but I wanted the wolf in play. I do manage to get to 3 here, and I am going to buy expedition, right? So I have a very good chance of seeing that warrior um, in the on the expedition turn. But even after the wolf, I still don't see it, and like that was partly done out of frustration, but I just get rid of the hand with guide just to look for the warrior. I didn't really want anything else, right? Like you just add more terminals and it just becomes that much more difficult to actually convert your warrior into hero and your hero into champion. So I didn't want anything, I just wanted to exchange. So as a result, I am gonna just call the guide on what a 9 card hand for a 5 card hand. Meanwhile, my opponent has been picking up quite a few alchemists. They have 3 of them right now, I believe. So they've been going quite well with the alchemist chain. Now with hero going into champion here, I am gonna pick up the wolf and not worry too much about terminal collision. I will get that champion in place soon enough, and like I said, expedition can help to draw it at a convenient time for me. So my opponent does have the one wharf here, and they have picked up a page, but they didn't open with the page, right? They got the page a little bit later than I did, and as a result, they are only now converting into warrior here. 6 potion is going to be what is it? I believe alchemist and expedition or guide or something for my opponent. No, the nobles actually over the alchemist, right? So I don't like that. Obviously, I much prefer to pick up the alchemist and something there. That wharf was awful. I couldn't even buy expedition. I was just garbage. You drew another wolf dead. I couldn't buy expedition. Horrible, horrible. here I do see the champ. They didn't draw the champion there, which is one good thing. So I do see the champion here, but it's not with any of my action cards, so that is a little bit aggravating, but at least I get it in play now, right? Yeah, I do get it in play now. And 9. I go for an expedition here and another wharf because I want to try to stabilize at this point, alright? Like all the action cards are just all over the place in the deck. I want to be able to like stick down 2 wharves and play a masquerade and then have enough money to buy 2 more wharves and just try to stabilize the deck because my opponent seems to be ahead at this point actually. Like the alchemist chain is running real well. They have a nobles, they have a wharf. The upgrades are coming along quite nicely. Quite nicely. Look, there's the warrior. Gonna get converted into a hero this turn, so they're not at all far behind here. Not at all. And with the reliability of the alchemist, their deck might just turn out to be way better than mine in the long run. Here, going for a gold and a monument. So a little bit greedy there. Maybe still more draw is necessary because they drew an exact amount there, but it could be fine. Could be fine. The gold and the monument. Um, who knows? It could be fine, but I would have picked up an alchemist there for sure. And in fact, something quite unfortunate happens on this turn. Like with the expedition, I am able to stabilize playing 3 wolves and the masquerade gives me an alchemist. That's dreadful, right? Dreadful. I can't imagine what the 5th card in my opponent's hand was. Obviously, well, I presume 4 alchemists and something, but what could be the something that you didn't want to give me? A wolf? I can see that. Maybe it was a wolf. Don't know, I don't know. But I'm happy to receive an alchemist for an estate or something. That's a happy trade-off for me. And here, this is the turn, right? This is the turn where my opponent's alchemist engine falls apart. And I was waiting for that to happen, honestly. I was waiting for that to happen. They didn't trash so much from their deck. Like they haven't played Masquerade an awful amount of times. When I say awful, I mean a lot. They haven't played it that much that they're like 80-90% reliable, and with the gold and the monument from the previous turn, right, that just decreases the chance of um, finding those alchemists the potion. And as a result, I am able to stabilize here, going to now add more draw to my deck, and now payload in the form of monument. So now I'm looking good. It was looking very sketchy in the beginning, but now things are looking up for me here. Um, yeah, playing this treasure hunter and the warrior allows me to even attack a little bit. I nick a silver, which I mean that doesn't really do anything to anybody. If anything, that helps him pair his alchemist with his potion more easily. So I don't play this wharf here. I'm trying to spread out the wharves. I'm trying to spread out, meaning have like 3 one turn, 3 the next turn. That's what I'm trying to do. And also there's a wharf on top of the deck, so I don't really want to play that wharf. Like this, I would pick up a silver, an extra silver, but I have enough money to do whatever I want. I go for the last wharf, another monument, and more nobles at this point. The nobles, it's kind of sketchy. Like I think I have enough draw. I don't need the draw. They could just be more monuments, honestly, but it's a little bit of points, and you know, if you have more draw, you're more stable, right? So you don't want to. I have the guide on the mat in case I do draw a handful of money, but so yeah, I could see an argument for the nobles being um, a monument instead. But I am gonna continue along this way, just picking up more monuments and one more nobles, and I have to start looking at how to end the game, right? Because my opponent still hasn't caught up with the alchemist chain yet. Yeah, you see here, just able to pick up our nobles, and actually that is going to give me the game here because I do come up with enough money, exactly enough money to pile out the nobles and the monuments, and after playing many monuments, I do have the points lead. Even if I didn't have the points lead, I had the nobles buys to get me points. So that's how this game finishes here. A little bit scary in the beginning, Um, but it worked out in the end here. I feel like my opponent should have been buying more alchemists, and maybe that'll put me under a lot more pressure. But yeah, I'm not complaining. So that's game, was this 4? Yeah, game 4. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in game 5.